welcome back. So, back on the Suffolk. Just to recap, I'm in the middle of stripping and restoring an early Suffolk 14-inch punch. Progress is slow, as these things do tend to be. They always tend to take longer than what you'd like. But anyway, any progress is better than no progress. So, what have I been doing since last Suffolk video? I've been cleaning up the chains and sprockets. Yeah, I've done that. So what I thought we'd do, we'd have a look at the chain and sprockets. Now, again, today, sadly no camera lady. So it's just me and you. And I'm going to bring you a little bit closer so we can have a look at these chains and sprockets, see what we think. So, right, please bear with me. So, yeah, I've cleaned up the chains. There's 3 of them on this Suffolk. So you've got the one from the engine to the cutting cylinder, which is, I think, that one. You've got that one, I think, is the roller one, which is the shortest one. And then this intermediate one. This is all 3/16 chain. And I'm hoping I don't have to replace it. So this is, looking at it, I don't know whether you can probably see, but this is good old chain that was made in England, Coventry. So I'm quite keen to keep it on there. Again, that's got the same. So I'm quite keen to keep this on here, assuming it's not absolutely knackered. Normally you can sort of see with chains, if any of the rollers are coming out, then you know it really has had it, but it's not got too much slop in it. Could be a bit stretched. So I think the thing to do is I've got my sprocket there. You can see that's in good shape. I'm going to lay the chains around the sprocket and hopefully we'll get an idea if it sits well on the sprocket. So let's have a look. It does seem to sit quite well, doesn't it? It's covering the sprocket nicely. So I think we said was the cutter chain. Again, that one's pretty good. Looks good, doesn't it? Sitting nicely. Again, the roller one. I mean, like a lot of old machines, luckily there's some adjustment. This one is, pretty sure it's on a slider, so there is a bit of adjustment. So I think these chains are probably going to be okay. There's a little bit of movement. Yeah, there's a little. Not much. So, looks like I might be able to keep those, reuse them. The other little thing that I was looking at is the rear roller sprocket. Now, being an early machine, we haven't got the clutch dog. This has got one of these freewheeling sprockets on there. It's a bit like a push bike sprocket. It sort of freewheels one way and then engages the other. And I was looking at this sprocket, made in England again, obviously. So, made by TD Cross and Sons Limited. It's called the Deluxe AB, made in England. So I don't know where you can see that, but it's rather nice, isn't it? And it seems to work nicely. So again, we can reuse that. the other sprockets, I think we did look at those. Yeah, the cylinder one, there we go. So that one looks in good shape. Use that, reuse that. And then again the one on the engine clutch shaft. That looks in good nick. So yeah, it looks like the sprockets are okay. I mean, in the case of chains, if they were very worn and stretched, you can still get this 3/16. It's fitted to all sorts of stuff. So that's not a problem. The sprockets would be a little bit more difficult. Probably have to find second hand or get something made, but we don't need those, so we're all right. So I need to, these are the bearing housings. I've degreased those. So I need to just clean those back, get those ready for priming. These are little pivot bolts. Cleaned up. So we've done that. Oh, and yes, I have been out and got the paint now. So I've been talking about it for weeks and weeks and weeks, and finally I got round to giving the paint shop a visit. So we've got the green cellulose gloss, and we've got the orange cellulose gloss, 500 mils. So what we will do is we'll have a look. The paint shop I deal with, they offer a matching service, but they couldn't do anything till Tuesday. And I thought, I'll give it a go and see if I can get it as close as I can. But anyway, I'll let you viewers be the judge. I might have got it well out, but I think we're gonna, let's crack open a tin. Let's go for the green first and see how close that is. There we go. So I purposely kept that which we will clean up, the engine platform, and we will paint that, but difficult to see, but I think it's pretty close, isn't it? Pretty close. So I think that will do. So that's the green. And the paint code looks to be a CG6437 cellulose gloss green, 500 mils, which will easily do this mower, bearing in mind that we need to thin it down a bit. So that's the green. Right, let's have a look at the orange. Now, as we can see on the engine, somebody's painted that red. It shouldn't be a red, it's an orange. So let's have a look at this orange. Now I've got, so this is one of the Suffolk cowlings, and we've got an original orange in there. I think this is actually probably a little bit on the light side, but yes, it could have been a little bit darker. Yeah, it's definitely a little darker, the Suffolk original. I'm gonna have a think. I might well still use it, but I suppose if you were very clever and you had some cellulose, you could darken it up a bit. So we've got that, and I've got my thinners. And what I did buy, as I saw, never used them before, but I guess they're all right. They sell these fancy paint stirrers, only very cheap. So we got some of that. So I think, yeah, it's going to be clean the engine platform, prime it. I've got the roller to do, as you can see. Prime it, and then I think we're nearly ready to start spraying some top coat. So anyway, let's put you back over where you were. Good. So yeah, that was a little short video on the old chains and sprockets and the paint. So it's going to give me plenty to get on with. Be nice to get a bit of progress in the week, but depends on how busy I am next week. How many customers come in with their broken mowers? But maybe I can get a little bit done. Who knows? Anyway, there you go. Short video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll try and get some progress for the next video. And we'll try and get this Suffolk a little bit closer to being done. We will strip the engine, but I think we're a little way off that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.